Perfect. Very good evening, everyone. Very good evening. Yet another wonderful session. I hope everyone can see my face. My video is nice, and hear my voice. Okay. Type yes in the chat quickly. Yes in the chat. Yeah. So today, again, one of the very interesting sessions which I personally was waiting on because a lot of discussions around wallets. Uh, how to create these wallets. How do these wallets function? Why are these identities? And how to keep it secure? A lot of conversation that we have been having around these kind of topics, and none other than one of the best persons to tell us about that. A person who works at MetaMask as a community manager, one of the roles that I share with him as well. So very excited to hear today's discussion. And I must say it's very interesting tech that you're going to see today. Very interesting hands-on workshop. We have close to 50 odd people more joining in. I'll just quickly tell you what are some things that we're going to learn today. The very first thing that we're going to understand is what are these wallets? How basically these are identity layer, how these are interacting with blockchains, what is the difference between custodial, non-custodial wallets, how to get your own wallet at the first place, how to sign transactions, how does this process work, why do you have to sign every time when you have to log in or want to process one transaction, understanding security risks, one of the very important topics that we will focus upon, and what is the way forward for wallets, why are these different wallets available. And yeah, Manbir works at community manager at Metamask, and in the frequent conversations, I think he has a good context about what we are going to understand today and what the community wants. I guess you're the guy, Manbir. I hope everything is well set.
Yep, sure. Thanks for having me here, Om. And excited to have you all here, everyone. So can we get started? Should I share my screen?
Yeah, over to you.
Sure.
Folks, before Manbir starts, can we all just type boom in the chat for doing this? Boom in the chat for Manbir quickly. And also, if you all can turn your cameras on, it'd be wonderful.
Cool. Can you see my screen?
Yeah, we can.
All right. Can you see the windows switching?
Yeah, we can. Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right. Well, hello, everyone. I hope you all are doing well. Thank you for joining this session where we understand what exactly is MetaMask, how to get started with it, how to get started with using MetaMask with various dApps confidently. And as a quick intro, my name is Manbir, and I am working as a community manager with MetaMask at Consensus. I'm based in Delhi, so that's a little about me. And I love to explore and learn something new every day while working as a community lead at Consensus. I strongly believe that technology holds the power to advance how we organize and lead the economy, and democratizing the internet would be a foundational step towards that. At MetaMask as well, we are working on a similar kind of mission statement to democratize access to the web. And MetaMask, being the industry leading Ethereum wallet, also works on a similar mission statement. All right, shall we get started? Cool. So as Om mentioned, these are some of the topics that we'll be going through. What is MetaMask installation and setup, buying crypto directly from MetaMask, all the way up to NFTs, ENS, hardware wallets, and security best practices. Cool. So I'm sure all of you might have already heard of MetaMask by now, and most of you might know it as a wallet, as a crypto wallet, right? But it's a lot more. So let's try to understand that. What exactly is MetaMask? It's a self-custodial or a non-custodial wallet. But before understanding what that is, we need to understand the difference between a custodial and a non-custodial wallet. So with custodial wallets, the private key of crypto is held by a third party, such as an exchange or a server, right? So for example, if you have used any exchange, any crypto exchange like Binance or Coinbase, FTX, or a local exchange like WazirX, CoinSwitch, BitBNS, for example, all these exchanges feature a built-in wallet, which is a custodial wallet. And if you hold your crypto on those exchanges, your crypto is not entirely in your control, which means that the private keys associated with your crypto are not always in your control. Those are managed by those exchanges. And as compared to non-custodial or self-custodial wallets, a user is in full control, in 100% control of their assets, with their assets being on a device like a hardware wallet, a PC, or a mobile phone. Cool. So there are a certain amount of aspects associated with a self-custodial wallet. So let's try to understand through this video. Om, could you please let me know if you can hear the audio?
This is Sam. Sam uses the internet just like the rest of us. Lots of apps she uses seem to be free, but they actually come at a cost. She knows the internet isn't very secure and strangers own her data. Credit cards are stolen, identities get hacked. She has to navigate a maze of ads just to surf the web, and she knows someone is always watching. But she's heard there's a better way. And then Sam sees it, the promise of a new internet powered by the Ethereum blockchain, an amazing combination of technologies the world is building together that are reinventing how we connect to one another, and it's just within her reach. But to access this new world, she needs the right tools. Meet Metamask, your connection to the new web. Metamask is the tool Sam needs to access this new world. It's a key that connects her to new types of applications. It's a wallet that keeps her data and valuables safe and sound. And it's a shield that protects her from hackers and data collectors. With Metamask, Sam is ready to explore this new internet safely and securely. The possibilities are endless. Sam can use next-generation applications that give control back to the users and the community, own her data and move seamlessly between sites, and send money across the world at a fraction of the cost. Create new organizations with new currencies that bind her communities together. Crowdsource projects and art, or invest in other people's creations. Sound too good to be true? Well, with great freedom comes great responsibility. Sam controls her own identity on this new internet. No more new passwords for every site she visits. Just a secret phrase that controls her accounts. This phrase is her login, her password, and her proof of ownership all wrapped up in one. So Sam has to keep it as safe as she possibly can. Now that she's installed MetaMask, Sam's ready to explore the best version of the internet. Vote, crowdfund, buy stuff, publish writing, make art, hire freelancers. What will Sam do first? Whatever she wants. The internet is hers to explore. Welcome to a new kind of internet. Welcome to MetaMask.
Cool. So just to make sure, am I still audible, Om?
Yes, you are.
Cool. So yeah, what will Sam do first? Whatever she wants. And that's kind of the potential that MetaMask holds. The potential lies in your mind. That's pretty much the potential. And if we move ahead, okay. So as I mentioned, with custodial wallets, the private key is held by this third party, such as an exchange or a server. And to sum it up, with non-custodial wallets, like MetaMask, the user is in full control of their assets, with your asset being on your device, like a hardware wallet, PC, or a mobile. All right, a secret recovery phrase. The most important aspect of a self-custodial wallet has to be the secret recovery phrase. What exactly is it? It's a master key which is used to access your account and funds on a blockchain network, and it's also called a seed phrase. So just for the context, there are three key components to self-custodial wallet: public key, a private key, and a secret recovery phrase. A secret recovery phrase sits on the topmost level. It derives two key components, that is the public key and a private key. A public key acts like your bank account that identifies as an entity with or without digital assets. So for example, even if your MetaMask wallet is empty, your public key still exists. Whereas a private key is like a PIN of your bank account. It provides control over your funds. And we often see people getting confused with what's a password versus a secret recovery phrase. So MetaMask also requires you a password that you need to enter in order to access your wallet. So there's a difference between a password and a secret recovery phrase. A password simply limits access to your MetaMask wallet, whereas a secret recovery phrase is used to access your assets on the blockchain network. So a password provides a device level or basically an application level security, and a secret recovery phrase provides you a blockchain level security, right? So you can use your MetaMask secret recovery phrase or any other secret recovery phrase to access funds from another wallet or your MetaMask funds on some other wallet. So these are interchangeable, right? And moving forward, okay, let's get to the installation. I'm sure a lot of you might have already installed the MetaMask wallet, but there are a lot of things that people usually miss out on while installing a MetaMask wallet, specifically on the security side. So let's get to know about that. So I'll quickly fire up metamask.io. So this is the official website that you should visit to download MetaMask. Apart from this website, you should never visit any other website to download this wallet. And while I'm here, it shows me an option. When I click on download, it shows me an option to download it for Chrome, iOS, and Android. And when I scroll down for Chrome, it leads me to this Chrome web store, right? Where I can add this to Chrome. But before that, let me show you that MetaMask is supported on Chrome, Firefox, Brave, and Edge. So you can use it across various browsers, whatever browser you're using. You can install it on that. Now, when I'm on this website, Chrome Web Store, I can click on Add to Chrome, and it asks me to add MetaMask to my Chrome browser. So I'll click on Add Extension, and we'll give it a moment. And as you can see, it says, welcome to MetaMask, connecting you to Ethereum and the decentralized web. We're happy to see you. I'll quickly click on Get Started, and it shows me these two options now. So if I already have a secret recovery phrase, I can click on import wallet. So I would need to enter the 12 or 24 word secret recovery phrase if I click on import wallet. Okay, I'll go back and okay, we will go ahead and create a new wallet for now, since I don't have a secret recovery phrase, right? And it shows me this screen, help us improve MetaMask. So MetaMask would like to gather usage data to better understand how our users interact with the extension. This data will be used to continually improve the usability and user experience of our product and the Ethereum ecosystem. So MetaMask is entirely a client-side software, right? So which means we do not get access to your wallet once it gets installed on your device, but it provides us certain analytics. So these are like MetaMask will always allow you to opt out via settings, send anonymized click and page view events. But we never collect keys, addresses, transactions, balances, hashes, or any personal information. We never collect your full IP, even your full IP address, and we never sell your data for profit ever. We don't even get any sort of access to your data, even be it KYC data that you need to do with certain on-ramp providers that we have partnered with, like MoonPay and Transact and Wire. We'll get to that in a moment. So I'll click on I agree here, and it asks me to create a new password. I'll just do that. Cool. So I can read the terms of use from here, and I'll click on create. All right, so it shows me this screen. Before getting started, watch this short video to learn about a secret recovery phrase and how to keep your wallet safe. Most people miss out on watching this video, but this is an extremely crucial video to watch that tells you how you can keep your secret recovery phrase safe. But just for context, your secret recovery phrase is a 12-word phrase that is the master key to your wallet and your funds. How can you keep it safe? You can save it in a password manager. You can store it in a bank vault. You can store it in a safe deposit box, or you can write down and store it in multiple secret places. Should you ever share your secret recovery phrase with anyone? Never even share it with even the MetaMask team. If someone asks you for secret recovery phrase, they are likely trying to scam you and steal your wallet funds. But let's quickly walk through this video first. Om, just to make sure, let me know if the audio is there.
MetaMask is a new way to connect.
It's working, right?
Yeah, it is.
Cool.
to sites and applications. On traditional websites, a central database or bank is responsible for controlling and recovering your accounts. But on Metamask, all of the power belongs to the holder of a master key. Whoever holds the key controls the accounts. Your secret recovery phrase is your master key. It's a series of 12 words that are generated when you first set up Metamask, which allow you to recover your wallet and funds if you ever lose access. It's important that you secure your wallet by keeping your secret recovery phrase very safe and very secret. If anyone gets access to it, they will have the master key to your wallet and can freely access and take all of your funds. To secure your MetaMask wallet, you'll want to safely save your secret recovery phrase. You can write it down, hide it somewhere, put it in a safe deposit box, or use a secure password manager. Some users even engrave their phrase onto a metal plate. Nobody, not even the team at MetaMask, can help you recover your wallet if you lose your secret recovery phrase. If you haven't written down your secret recovery phrase and stored it somewhere safe, do it now. We'll wait. And remember, never share your secret recovery phrase with anyone, not even us. If anyone ever asks you for it, they're trying to scam you. That's it. Now you know what a secret recovery phrase is and how to keep your wallet safe and secure.
Cool. So I hope that provides a good context on how you can keep your secret recovery phrase safe and how you should never share it with anyone, no matter who reaches out to you. So I'll click on next from here, and it shows me this secret recovery phrase. Your SRP makes it easy to back up and restore your account. And again, never disclose it with anyone. Some tips on storing it safely. So you can either memorize it, which is the best thing to do. But if you can't memorize it, you can write it down on a piece of paper and store it on a secure location. So I'll click here to secret recovery, reveal secret recovery phrase, and it shows me this. And what I just did is I just compromised my wallet. But if this was my personal wallet, I'd be screwed up big time. But since we are using this only for demo purposes and test purposes, I guess we are safe. So it shows me this phrase, and I can download this secret recovery phrase right from here. I do not need to copy paste this. I do not need to write this down. I can simply click on this link and it downloads the file. It downloads a text file. Okay. Cool. So I'll put it down here and I'll click on next. Next, what it asks me to do is it asks me to confirm my secret recovery phrase by selecting it in order, basically in order that it was showing to me. So I'll quickly do that. And cool. So now I've selected the secret recovery phrase in the order that it was shown before. I'll click on confirm now. And it shows me, congratulations, you passed the test. Keep your secret recovery phrase safe. It's your responsibility. Now, responsibility being the key word. Since a central exchange or basically any exchange like Binance or WazirX do not offer you to secure a secret recovery phrase, in case of MetaMask, it becomes your responsibility to keep it safe. And yeah, self-sovereignty basically comes with a price, and that the price is responsibility. Some tips on storing it safely: save a backup of it in multiple places, never share the phrase with anyone, be careful of phishing. So what people do is people reach out to you asking for your secret recovery phrase, saying that they can resolve your issues or they can offer you additional funds that they can transfer to your wallet or any form of support, right? So, but you should never reach out to them, and you should never share your secret recovery phrase again. And you should report those phishers and those scammers to support.metamask.io. That's a website, that's an official channel that you should use. And MetaMask will never spontaneously ask you for a secret recovery phrase. If you need to back up your SRP again, you can find it under settings. So people often ask us that if they're past that stage when a secret recovery phrase is shown, can they not see it ever again? But people can access their secret recovery phrase again from the settings and under the security. And if you have questions or see something fishy, you can contact our support here that I mentioned, metamask.zendesk.com. You can use this official channel. Cool. I'll click on all done for now, and it shows me my wallet, right? So back to the slide deck. Now this is done. Do we have any questions, anything related to all this up until yet? I don't think. So people are like going crazy in the chat, I see. Can you explain private key and public key again? Still confused on it. Sure. So a public key is basically your consider it as your bank account address, right? It works similar to your bank account number. That's your public key, right? And your private key is similar to your PIN of your bank account, right? You can consider it that way. Private key can be accessed to basically get your funds from a blockchain. So you should never share it with anyone. I hope it makes it very clear. And these two components, public key and a private key, are derived by one thing, and that's a secret recovery phrase. Cool. So here are some tips on storing it safely. Do not store your secret recovery phrase on your phone. Do not store it on Google Drive, on Notes app. Get a hardware wallet if you want to. Store it on a password manager or write it down on a piece of paper and store it in a secure location that only you can access. A password manager is a software that is used to access your password in a safe and encrypted way. For example, 1Password. They increase convenience and security at the same time, but they have their own risks. So you should be mindful of the risks associated with a password manager. Cool. Moving ahead, buying crypto directly from MetaMask. All right. So MetaMask now allows you to buy crypto directly using the MetaMask wallet. So you can do one thing, you can move your assets from a centralized exchange like Binance or WazirX or CoinSwitch, Kuber or FTX, for example, to MetaMask, but you can also buy crypto directly from within MetaMask as well. So these are the steps you need to follow. You need to click on the buy button that you see on your MetaMask wallet. Then you need to select a provider you would like to use to buy crypto. So we have partnered with these providers, Transact, MoonPay, and Wire. And very recently, we have also partnered with Coinbase Pay that allows you to move your funds to and from Coinbase wallet as well, directly to your MetaMask wallet. And once you enter the amount of fiat currency you would like to spend to generate an estimate of how much crypto you will receive, you would also need to specify the gas you're willing to pay. So you can select the amount of gas you would need to pay using the advanced gas feature that MetaMask offers, and make sure that you selected the token. So for example, if you want to purchase ETH or if you want to purchase USDC, USDT, whatever, make sure you have selected that. And follow the prompts to complete the transaction, and your purchased crypto will be deposited directly to your MetaMask wallet. Moving to the wallet, as I can see, I have a buy crypto feature here. So I get these options, as I mentioned, Coinbase Pay, Transact, MoonPay, and Wire. I can use any of these. And very recently, what we have done is we have also introduced an aggregator that works on mobile flawlessly. So you can use it on your mobile if you're using MetaMask on your mobile. We'll also roll it soon for the extension as well. And what it allows you to do is it offers you a code that is best comparing across all these platforms, across Coinbase Pay, Transact, MoonPay, and Wire. So it provides you the best possible code so that you can seamlessly purchase crypto without going to all these platforms, right? Cool. So that's about buying crypto. Next up is exploring the decentralized world, or Web3 as we call it. Cool. So networks. What exactly is a blockchain network? A blockchain network is an ecosystem of decentralized applications using which we can interact with DeFi, NFTs, and the metaverse. So there are two types of networks, a testnet and a mainnet. A testnet is a prototype of a blockchain network which is used by developers for building and testing on top of a network, whereas a mainnet is completely developed blockchain using blockchain network for users to transact using their tokens. So funds on a testnet are not real. So ETH, if you get it from a faucet, you can get ETH on a test network through any faucet which offers you test tokens, like ETH, for example. Those funds are not real on a test network. Those are for testing purposes only. That's fake money. Whereas on a mainnet, funds are real. Funds hold real value in the market. Cool. And all right. Adding a custom network. Cool. So to add a custom network such as Polygon, BSC, etc., you can select custom RPC through the networks list and add the following RPC details: network name, RPC URL, chain ID, currency symbol, and block explorer URL. We'll go to the demo to see how it works. Firstly, testnet and mainnet. I'll show you how to show test and test networks, basically show and hide test networks. Once you click on this drop-down menu, this option appears to show or hide networks. And once I'm here, once I scroll down, it gives me this option, show test networks. I can enable this. And when I go back, it shows me these options: Robston, Coven, Renkaby, and Golead. So these are all test networks, right? And I'll stay on Ethereum mainnet for now. And adding a custom network. All right. So to add a custom network, you can click on Ethereum mainnet and then click on add network. So there are various kinds of networks like Polygon, BSC, etc. that you can add. You can add all sorts of EVM compatible networks or Ethereum virtual machine compatible networks on your Metamask wallet. I'll click on add network. And what I can do is, for example, if I need to add a Polygon network, right? So I can search for Polygon, add Polygon network to Metamask. Cool. I can scroll down to docs.polygon.technology. I'll always refer to official documentation. I'll visit this link. And if I scroll down, as you can see, this shows me these options. In the settings tab, you can add Polygon mainnet in the network name field, URL, RPC URL, and chain ID, Matic as a currency symbol. So I would need to add all of these details over here. Cool. So that seems quite of a task, right? But what if I don't want to do this? Is there an easy way to do this? So if I go back to the home of my home screen of my Metamask wallet, and I'll quickly visit chainlist.org, right? So what is Chainlist? Chainlist is a platform that helps you add any custom network using just a couple of clicks, right? So you don't need to manually enter all those details. So I can show you how to do that. And when I'm on Chainlist, I can click on Connect Wallet, and I can connect my wallet from here. It shows me this option. So comparing it with traditional Web2 technologies or Web2 websites where you used to sign in using a password, this is how easy it gets. All you need to do is click on Connect Wallet, and it shows you this screen where you can click on Next and connect. And that's pretty much it. Your wallet is now connected. So for example, if I need to add Polygon mainnet now, I can click on Add to Metamask. And it shows me this option, right? I'll make it a bit bigger. Allow this side to add a network. So this shows me all those details that I was supposed to add. Network name, network URL, chain ID, currency symbol. It fetches all those details automatically. You see how easy it gets. So I'll click on approve over here, and I'll click on switch network. And when I go back on my Metamask wallet, as you can see, Polygon mainnet is now added. That's how easy it gets, right? I'll switch back to Ethereum mainnet for now. And okay, when I'm on my wallet, I see a couple of options here, right? Account one. So it shows me an option to copy to clipboard. And essentially what it is it's basically the address of my wallet. I can give it out freely and securely to anyone, for anyone to drop funds or assets or NFTs to my wallet. So I can click on this to copy my address, and anyone can click on send and paste my address over here to send any sorts of funds or assets to me, right? I'll click on cancel for now. And that's how you can basically send out funds to anyone. Currently, I don't have any funds. That's why it shows me insufficient funds for gas. But if I have enough funds, I can enter the amount that I want to send out. So for example, 0.01 ETH, that's like under $18. I can send that across to anyone. Cool. All right. Back to the slide deck. That's done. Sending and receiving crypto is also done. I can go ahead and show you how to send and receive crypto and how to view that transaction on Etherscan, right? So let's get to it. All right. I'll show you my Metamask wallet, which does not hold any funds. This is also for testing purposes only. I'll quickly log in. And I'll make it bigger, expand view. Cool. So when I switch to Kovan test network, for example, right? So I have these test tokens for now, and I've got this from Paradigm. So if I search for Paradigm Faucet, I can visit this link, faucet.paradigm.xyz, to request for tokens. I would need to sign in using Twitter. And once I'm signed in, it takes me back to the website, and I can paste my wallet address over here. So for example, I can copy my address from here. I can paste it right here. And I can select this, and I can click on claim. And the test tokens would be delivered to me within the next few hours. It shows me an error probably because I have recently requested for test tokens. So you can request this for once only in a couple of hours, like probably once per every 24 hours. But if I try again, I can do that again if I try tomorrow, right? Cool. So if I need to send out funds to this test wallet, right, I can click on this address over here. I can click on send, and then I can transfer funds from here. Cool. What I can do is I can enter any amount, say 0.1 ETH, 0.1 Kovan ETH, and I can click on next. So it shows me estimated gas fee, which is very low in case of test networks. And the transaction would likely go within 30 seconds. But what's a gas fee, for example? Gas fee is essentially a reward which is given to the miners for verifying or validating a transaction so that the transaction could get to the top of a blockchain network, for example, Ethereum, right? And the higher the amount of pending transactions on a network, the higher the amount of gas you have to pay. So people often ask us, why do I need to pay that high of a gas fee? But it's not us, it's not Metamask that's taking any of that fee, it's the network, right? Cool, I'll click on confirm now, and it shows me this. It says the transaction is pending. I can view on a block explorer like Etherscan, for example. And if I refresh this, and as you can see, this loads up the transaction. But what is Etherscan for first? Etherscan is a block explorer, which is native to the Ethereum blockchain network. And what you can do is you can explore all the wallet related data, all the transaction related data on top of Ethereum network on Etherscan. So as you can see, the transaction just went through. And it shows me success, and it also shows me the block in which the transaction was included, right? So it shows me the timestamp. It happened 25 seconds ago. It shows me the wallet to and from it was sent across. And it shows me the value, 0.1 Ether, as you can see. You can see gas related data as well over here. And yeah, going back to the wallet, if I switch back to the Kovan network, as you can see, I've received 0.1 Kovan ETH on my test wallet, right? And that's easy. As you can see, that's not anything tough. Even on mainnet or main network, you can follow the same steps to send and receive funds. Cool. So now that's done. Etherscan, that's also done. Let's try exploring some transactions or some wallets on a test network, right? So I'll copy my address from here. And what I can do is when I'm on Etherscan, so this is Etherscan for Kovan testnet only. What I can do is I can visit etherscan.com or .io. It takes me to .io. We'll wait for it. Okay, cool. So I can drop my wallet address over here and I can search it up over here. And as you can see, there are currently no matching entries for now. But if I go back to the testnet, for example, Kovan test network, right? If I copy the address and if I paste it here, as you can see, this is the number of transactions that I've done. This is on a test network again. So these are not real transactions. These are test transactions. It shows me my balance. It shows you the tokens that I'm holding. And anyone can go on Etherscan to basically enter my wallet address if they have my wallet address to search it up, basically to see what kind of tokens I'm holding, what balances I'm holding. Cool. I can copy the transactions. I can copy the data from here. And when I go back, if I search it up for any transaction, for example, so this is a transaction that I've done recently. And under the activity log, yeah, so from here, I can copy the transaction ID, right? It shows copied, and I can also search up using the transaction ID from here. So it leads you to the same page that I was showing, the transaction related data, right? Cool. Going back to the slide deck. Etherscan, that's done. Adding a custom token. Cool. So what's a custom token? That's something that is basically, so you see Ethereum or ETH tokens on your mainnet, right? But okay, let me switch back to the mainnet. Cool. But what if you need to add some other tokens? Say, for example, if you need to add USDT or USDC or say Uni tokens, which is a token of Uniswap, right? What if you need to add all those tokens? You can click on import tokens from here and you can search up the token that you want to add. So for example, I need to add, say, USDC, right? I can click on USDC, I can search it up from here and I can click on next and I can click on import tokens. And when I go back, as you can see, USDC shows up on my wallet. Now, if I'm holding any amount of balance, even if I've not added the token, if someone drops funds to my wallet, drops USDC to my wallet, when I add back to my wallet using that option, using import tokens option, it would show up. Cool. So apart from that, if you need to add a token that is not very famous, so say, for example, it could be anything. I'm not taking any example right now. Suppose it's Uni. You can also add Uni from right from here by searching it up. But if you don't see any token here, what you can do is you can search up a token from Etherscan. And say, for example, if I need to search up for Uni, I can click on Uni and it loads me the token page, right? It shows me the contract details. And what I can do is I can copy the contract address from here. And when I go back, to my MetaMask wallet, I can click on custom token and I can drop the contract address over here. And what it does is it loads up the token symbol and token decimal by itself. So MetaMask does a good job in fetching those details, so you don't have to put it up. And I'll click on add custom token. And if I have any balance, it would show up here, but I can click on import tokens for now. Cool. And if I go back, as you can see, Uni is now added. Cool. Up until now, any questions? I'll take a quick break. And Om, if you would like to add anything to this, please feel free to.
Sure. So yeah, I see some floating questions in the chat, definitely. But yeah, I mean, one of the things that continuously we focus on, first of all, never do what we are doing. What I mean by that is never share your secret recovery phrase on, on a Zoom call or with someone else. Store it where nobody has access to. Not a Google Doc, not a connection where there's internet, but keep it basically written on paper or basically keep it in some wallet, the leather wallet, not the crypto wallet. And just make sure the secret wallet, the secret recovery phrase is the only thing that can get you your wallet or transactions or money back. Single point of advice, just refocusing again and again. So that is one thing we are clear on. What about Bitcoin?
Cool. So yeah, Bitcoin, in terms of Bitcoin, you cannot natively hold Bitcoin on MetaMask wallet, but there's a workaround. We've recently introduced something that I'll be talking about as we go ahead in this session that allows you to hold Bitcoin on your MetaMask wallet as well. So if that sounds exciting, keep tuned in to this session. And as we go ahead, I'll be telling you more about that. Cool. In terms of adding custom token, I hope that's clear now. Now, next up, MetaMask swaps. What exactly is MetaMask swaps? It's a built-in feature that lets users swap tokens directly from their wallet. So if you need to swap, say, Uni with USDT, or if you need to swap USDC with any certain token, right? You can do that from within MetaMask. Because swaps combines data from multiple decentralized exchanges, exchange aggregators, professional market makers, and individual dexes to ensure MetaMask users always get the best price with the lowest network fee possible. So if I go back to the MetaMask wallet, just give me a second. Okay. Yeah, there you go. Cool. If I jump back to Ethereum mainnet, as I can see, I'm right on Ethereum mainnet right now. So what option I get from here is I get an option to swap, right? So if I want to swap, I'll click on no, thanks for now. If I want to click on swap from Ethereum to select any token from here, right? Say, for example, USDC. So if I want to swap Ethereum to USDC, I can do it right from my MetaMask wallet. I can specify the amount right here that I need to swap it with. So for example, 0.5 ETH. I don't have currently the right amount of ETH to complete this transaction, but if I have it, what I can do is I can click on review swap, and it shows me the estimated gas fee, and it shows me through 5 codes, all these aggregated market makers and decentralized exchanges as well. So it lists all these details taking from multiple dexes and aggregated market makers, so that I don't have to go on all those platforms manually, right? So I'll click on cancel for now, but I hope it makes it clear on how you can swap from one token to another. Cool. Okay, NFTs now. So you might have seen a lot of buzz happening around NFTs, but what exactly is an NFT, right? Again, So NFT is a non-fungible token, which is a digital asset that can represent real world objects like art, music, videos, GIFs, in-game items, anything of that sort, and can be bought and sold using real crypto, not test tokens, but real crypto tokens like ETH on a main network, right? The ownership records of an NFT is stored on a blockchain. So for example, if I transfer an NFT, I would need to transfer one entire NFT since it's non-fungible. I cannot send 0.1 of a unit of an NFT to Ohm, right? So if I need to transfer an NFT to Ohm, I would need to transfer that entire NFT to him. And same with him. If he needs to drop an NFT in my wallet, he would need to drop the entire NFT. He cannot drop a fraction of it. Now, if I go back and if I visit OpenSea.io, OpenSea is the biggest NFT marketplace, and it's also the world's first marketplace where you can buy and sell NFTs. So if I scroll down, okay, at the home screen itself, it asks me this thing, right? It asks me to create a wallet or connect with a wallet. If I click here. So with traditional websites, as I mentioned earlier, you needed to sign in using your credentials, your email ID and your password, right? But with Web3, all you need to do is you need to connect your wallet. So if I have a Metamask wallet, I can connect it right from here. I already have downloaded, so I can refresh and try connecting it from here. And as you can see, it loads up. It asks me to connect, and I can click on next and connect from here. So I can click on accept and sign, and I can sign this transaction. Cool, it loads up my wallet balance. It shows me 0 USD right now because I don't have any funds since this is a test wallet. But I can go ahead and click on my profile, and here it will show me all my collected NFTs, all my created NFTs. So if I can create an NFT from basically, if I have any artwork, what I can do is I can upload it, create an NFT out of it, and sell it on OpenSea, right? So it would show me the created NFTs here. And here it would show me the favorited NFTs and all the activity that is done by my wallet. So if you receive an NFT, what it would do is it would show you under the hidden section, and it would you would need to go to hidden section, and you would need to click on that NFT to unhide that, and then only it will show up in under the collected section, right? So that's something that you should keep in mind. But if you try to explore this NFT marketplace, as you can see, if I scroll down, and if I need to purchase any NFT, say for example, this one looks really good. And if I need to purchase any NFT, for example, this looks really good, right? If I want to purchase it, I can click on buy now, or I can click on make an offer. So make an offer would be for an auction, and buy it, I can buy on the price that is mentioned, right? So I can complete my purchase from here. I do not have enough funds, so that's why it says that you need this much amount of ETH plus gas fee. But if I have enough funds, I can simply click on continue and follow the steps from there, and the purchase NFT would show up on my wallet on OpenSea under my profile, right? Cool. So going back to the wallet and going back to the slide deck now. I hope that makes the NFT part very clear. And moving on to the next section, that is ENS. What exactly is ENS? So you might have seen on Twitter and on other platforms as well, people using xyz.eth, like say joseph.eth, right? Or xyz, or whatever their name is, followed by .eth. So what exactly does that stand for? That is essentially their ENS domain. ENS is a decentralized domain name service, which stands for Ethereum Name Service. And it is similar to DNS that you might have heard of, domain name system or domain name service, but it is decentralized and secured by the Ethereum network. So if I go back to the browser and if I visit ens.domains, and as you can see, this is decentralized naming for wallets, websites, and more. So what you can do from here is, so say for example, if your name is, say, whatever your name is, say Om, and Om wants to purchase Om.eth. So what he can do is he can visit ens.domains, right? And he can click on go to app, and he can click here to connect his wallet, click on connect, and it loads up this. Then what I can do is I can click on next and connect, and it connects my wallet to the ENS app, right? Now I can do basically a search from here. I can search up for any domain that I want to purchase, say test domain 101, right? I can search it up from here. So I'm searching for this domain and not for some random name, because this would be probably available. And yeah, it's available. Cool. And what I can do from here is I can purchase it from here. And it shows me these details that I need to pay the gas fee. So if I need to purchase it for 1 year, for 2 years, or 3 years, I can select that. If I purchase it for 3 years, I would need to pay for the gas only once and not 3 times. But if you want to purchase it for 1 year and want to renew it after another year, you would need to again purchase it by paying the gas again. So I can select 3 years or 5 years, whatever, and I can click on connect wallet from here. And my wallet is now connected, and I can request to register from here. Since I don't have sufficient balance, it shows me insufficient balance on your wallet. But I would simply need to click on request to register and follow these steps. Wait for 1 minute and then complete registration. It's as simple as that. Cool. Back to the slide deck now. Up until here, do we have any questions? I see. Can we see all our transactions on Etherscan? Yes, we can see all our transactions on Etherscan, provided as long as you have access to your wallet address. All you need is your wallet address to search it up on etherscan.io. And Metamask is NFT wallet. Yes, Metamask supports NFTs. So you can send and receive NFTs using our Metamask wallet as well. Currently, you will see an option to add wallets to your add NFTs to your wallet on your mobile version of your Metamask wallet, but we're working on making it accessible on our extension as well. So you will soon be able to see it on your extension as well. Can my wallet hold more than one account? Yes, your wallet can hold more than one account. So what happens is, earlier, as I mentioned, your secret recovery phrase and your public and private key, right? So every account that you add, let me go back to the wallet, right? So it shows me my account over here, right? So if I click here, I can click on create account, and I can name it whatever. I can name it NFTs or funds or savings or whatever, right? Say, let's keep it account 2, right? I can create a new wallet from here, a new account from here that stays within my Metamask wallet, right? And as you can see, it shows me account 2. And the way it works is each of these accounts, I can add n number of accounts, whatever number I want, has their own public and private key. Each of these accounts have their own public and private key, but all of these accounts collectively have only one secret recovery phrase. So if you want to recover your entire wallet, you can recover all your accounts in one go. If you are recovering it using your secret recovery phrase by entering it in your newly set up wallet, all you need to do is enter one secret recovery phrase that acts like your master key, and you will be able to access all these accounts, right? I hope that makes it very clear. And cool. Is there any PNS Polygon name service? Interesting question. I don't think there's anything of that sort yet. Does the ENS domain consider as NFT? Yes, we can consider it as an NFT, and it does show up on your OpenSea account as well. How secure is MetaMask? Why do people advise to also have a hardware wallet for assets? Great question. Cool. So that's the very next topic that I was about to touch upon. Introduction to hardware wallets. Glad that question came up. Hardware wallets. Okay, an intro to hardware wallets. Firstly, a hardware wallet is a device that are used to hold the private keys of a crypto offline, which means that your private keys are not directly exposed to the web. It ensures an extra layer of security and makes sure that you stay protected from cyber attacks, phishing sites, and malware, because the access to your coins is encrypted by that hardware wallet, right? Whenever you want to sign a transaction, hardware wallets help you do that without directly connecting to the internet. These devices, just like MetaMask, require a secret recovery phrase that can be used to back up and restore your accounts. So for most people, since MetaMask offers enough of a security, if you don't connect to random websites, like for example, random websites that could be malicious, if you don't connect your wallet with random contracts, you would be completely safe, right? But for anyone who wants an added layer of security, who wants additional peace of mind, who wants to take their private key offline so that it does not stay connected to the internet, which is the case while using MetaMask on your mobile device, you can do it. You can use a hardware wallet in conjunction with your MetaMask wallet. But please keep this in mind, only buy a hardware wallet directly from the manufacturer. And these are the steps that are required for you to connect MetaMask with your hardware wallet. You can use a hardware wallet right with your MetaMask account as well. So you can unlock your MetaMask, select on the icon on top right corner, select on connect hardware wallet. You can choose between these wallets, Ledger, Trezor, Lattice, or QR based wallets. Then all you need to do is connect. Then you need to select an account you want to interact with. MetaMask can only have one account connected to a hardware wallet at any given point of time. Now, important thing to note is once you have successfully connected your account, it will behave just like any other MetaMask account, with the difference being that you need to have your wallet plugged in for signing transactions or messages. So that's an important thing to keep in mind. You always need to have your wallet plugged in. But recently, we have also introduced a deeper integration with Ledger, using which you can confirm your transactions right within from your MetaMask wallet. So there is this article that I recently published. I can drop it in the chat. Hardware wallets and MetaMask, the best security combo. I'll drop it in the chat. Cool. And if I scroll down, as you can see, you can find all the details here. What's a hardware wallet? Why you would want or need a hardware wallet? What's a self-custody necessary with hardware wallets? And all right, this is an example of why you need to keep your assets off centralized exchanges like Binance or CoinSwitch or any other centralized exchange like FTX, for example. And these are some of the hacks that have actually happened on those centralized exchanges. These are the exchange hack info, the year in which they happened in. And as recent as 2020, that happened on KuCoin, a hack worth $275 million. And if you scroll down, this is another example of people who could, exchange operators who could run away with your money, right? So this has happened with BitGrail, ThoughtX, and AfriCrypt, where people have gone away with millions or even billions of dollars worth of crypto. So this is why you need to take your crypto to self-custody with MetaMask or with in conjunction with MetaMask plus hardware wallets, right? Cool. So I hope that makes the hardware wallets part very clear. When you have to sign using the hardware wallet, you still have to be connected to the internet. So technically the hardware wallet is indirectly connected to the internet. No, so even though you need to sign the transaction, your private key stays offline within that wallet. So you would need to just communicate with the wallet to sign the transaction. Your private keys are not exposed to the internet when they're stored on a hardware wallet. I hope that makes it clear. And moving on to the next section, security best practices. Cool. So these are some of the security best practices that you should keep in mind. Never share your secret recovery phrase. Never share your private keys. You can share your public key, which is, as the name suggests, open to share with public. And you should never enter your secret recovery phrase or private keys into any website online. MetaMask support will never DM you to offer you any kind of support. Never DM someone offering to help either. They should reach out to the official channel through MetaMask support. Key takeaways: beware of fake websites. Official one is metamask.io. Official help is this, support.metamask.io and community.metamask.io. Do not DM or call any number that claims to be MetaMask support. Never send your information via email. Do not contact emails sent to you that attempt to contact you in any way possible, be it through email or directly. People even directly call you up if they have your contact number to ask you for a secret recovery phrase. Never ever share your recovery phrase with them. And do not send tokens to people who ask for them. So there could be people asking for 1 ETH and they could offer like 9 or 10 ETH or 100 ETH in return, for example, but they're all scammers, no matter how sincere they sound. Cool. That being said, yeah, as I was talking earlier about holding Bitcoin on your MetaMask wallet, right? So how can you do it? We've recently introduced something called MetaMask Snaps and Flasks. So if I search it up, we published an article on MetaMask anniversary recently. Even if I search it up, if I scroll down, cool. So around what exactly is MetaMask Snaps for first, right? So what is Snaps? Snaps is a system that allows anyone to safely expand the capabilities of MetaMask. So for example, MetaMask is an EVM-based wallet, right? Or Ethereum wallet. But what if you want to hold Bitcoin on top of MetaMask? What if you want to hold Solana, for example, if you want to, or any other token, or if you want to add any non-EVM compatible chain, like Bitcoin or Solana or Avalanche, for example, right? You can do that with the help of MetaMask Snaps. So a snap is essentially a program that we run in an isolated environment that can customize the wallet experience. For example, a snap can add new APIs to MetaMask and support it for different blockchain protocols, or modify existing functionality using internal APIs, internal MetaMask APIs. So it's a new way to create Web3 and user experiences by modifying MetaMask in ways that were impossible before. So this is, firstly, a big disclaimer, this is only for developers for now, and this is still in experimental stages. So Snaps just came out of its pre-release recently. To test it out, you would need to install MetaMask Flask, which is a test environment of MetaMask. And I'll share this guide as well in case anyone in the chat is a developer and wants to test out MetaMask Snaps and wants to build a MetaMask Snap. And I'll also share the link to this article. And if you visit this article, you would see a Filecoin Snap, Bitcoin Snap, Air Snap, or Starknet Snap. So these are some of the snaps that already exist. And these let you manage your Bitcoin or any other asset directly using MetaMask. So if you go to the this video, basically, I can drop this video as well, and I'll drop it in the chat. Cool. So using this feature, you can add all the non-EVM compatible chains, but you would again need to build a snap first. You need to build a Bitcoin snap, which has been built now, so you can use it directly for now. But if you need to add any non-EVM compatible chain, right, you would need to build a MetaMask snap for that, and you can then add that chain and hold assets native to that chain. Cool. I hope that makes it very clear now. And if I go back to the slide deck. Cool, that's all for now. The floor is open for all sorts of questions now. Om, do we have any questions? Do we have any FAQs?
Yeah, I mean, just quickly browsing through some questions on the chat. First of all, how was the session, folks? Just quickly type in the chat if this was helpful. Perfect. Let's go to. So very basic 2-3 points that I want to touch upon. Why actually there's a feature of creating multiple wallets at the first front? Why not only one wallet, and why do people use that feature?
Okay, so did you mean creating wallets within MetaMask?
Yes.
Creating accounts? Did you mean that?
Yeah.
Okay, so as I told you earlier, people would name an account anything they want. So for example, they can hold funds that they want to use regularly. Their running funds, they can create another account in which they can hold long-term funds. So I'm just giving you examples, right? They can create another account in which they can hold only NFTs. They can create another account in which using which they can interact with DAOs or dApps or whatever they want to.
Got it. And have you seen any behavioral pattern why they do it? Because I mean, just tying it back from the layman perspective, right? We keep the coins in the same wallet, we keep the notes, currency notes in the same wallet, we keep visiting cards in the same wallet. So in the crypto environment, why these are different nodes for different bases? Any behavioral changes that you have seen?
Cool. So firstly, if we compare it with a traditional wallet, a leather wallet, for example, even that has different compartments, right?
Mm-hmm.
In one compartment, you would keep your coins. In the other compartment, you would keep your notes. In the other compartment, you would maybe keep some of your bills or anything of that sort, right? Same happens with a crypto wallet. So just to extend the utility, just to make sure that one account stays isolated with other accounts. So for example, even if one account gets hacked or you lose access to your private key of one account, rest of your account would stay completely safe. I hope that makes sense now.
Yeah, got it. Okay, one question by Karvanan, if I'm spelling it right. How to add cryptos other than ERC20 on MetaMask?
Cool. So as I mentioned, we can add any ERC tokens or any tokens that are EVM compatible, right? And any tokens that are there on any EVM based chain, right? But if you want to add tokens, say for example, Bitcoin, what you can do is if you want to hold that on Ethereum network, there's a wrapped version of Bitcoin or wrapped BTC, which is packed one-on-one with Bitcoin. So you can use, you can hold that on Ethereum network if you don't want to use any other wallet. If you trust MetaMask to that extent, of course, you can do that using MetaMask itself. So you can you can hold wrapped Bitcoin on your Ethereum network within your MetaMask wallet itself. But again, if you want to add Bitcoin network for some reason, if you want to add any other network that is non-EVM compatible, that is currently for developers only, and you can create a snap, say for example a Bitcoin snap, a Filecoin snap. These two already exist. You can also create a Solana snap. Someone has been asking in the chat, so I hope that answers that. You can create a snap and then interact, not just hold those assets, but also interact with different dApps associated with that blockchain network.
Got it. Got it. One question, while practically interacting with smart contracts and MetaMask wallet, was what we saw personally is that for every step where there's an interaction with smart contract, we have to sign the transaction.
Right.
Why it is structured like that? One. Second is just again bringing it back to the layman's perspective. Like once we log into Facebook, it's done. I don't have to make my password again and again. Why is that like that? If you can tell us about that.
Sure. So there are certain aspects associated with each contract, and each contract is broken down into several aspects. So for example, if a website or a dApp or a contract asks you access to your wallet just to communicate with the wallet, so that would be the first transaction that you would need to sign. If a contract needs access to your funds, for example, if you want to transfer funds to and across a wallet, or if you need to say spend some crypto in order to sign a transaction using a dApp, that would be a separate transaction. So that's why it asks you for different transactions.
Got it. Okay. Okay. And any resources that you could share for us to understand how to move assets from exchanges like CoinDCX or Xerex to MetaMask?
Sure. So you would need to, if you're using Binance, for example, that's a global exchange. So global exchanges have been very reliable so far, comparatively, if you compare them with local exchanges. So you can directly enter your MetaMask wallet address to your Binance exchange, try to exchange to basically transfer your funds right to your MetaMask wallet. Similar happens with local exchanges, but some exchanges have been blocking withdrawals, right? You might have heard recently local exchanges blocking withdrawals due to certain regulatory rules and all that, right? So what you can do in that case is you can buy using P2P or peer-to-peer payment methods on global exchanges. So you can do that using a credit or a debit card. Or what you can do is the best possible thing you can do is you can purchase crypto right using within your MetaMask wallet, as I've showed you earlier, using the buy crypto option. So that allows you to purchase using one of our on-ramp providers that we have partnered with, Transact, MoonPay, Wire, and Coinbase Pay. So you can do that from within MetaMask as well. You don't need to use any third-party exchange as such.
Got it. I think it generally comes from, I think a lot of people have started a journey already through some certain investments. And
right.
But yeah, that makes sense. Is there any global limit of number of wallets or addresses that can be ever created for one person?
There's no limit as such. You can create n number of wallets. You can create n number of accounts within your MetaMask wallet. So there's no limit as such. But keep this in mind. Once you create an account on MetaMask, you cannot delete that, because once you create it, that stays on the blockchain. You cannot delete a transaction on a blockchain, right? In a similar way, you cannot delete an address. Once that's created, that happens on the blockchain, that stays on the blockchain. You can remove that from your browser. You can remove that MetaMask wallet from your browser. You can set up a new wallet, but the wallet that you created previously would also stay there.
Got it. But are there any burner wallets also? Because we have seen NFT burning NFTs or burning these coins. What about that?
Yeah, so burner wallets those are something different. So those don't have to do with regular users, I would say. And those are wallets that are used to burn some form of crypto, which is a part of crypto governance, and that's a whole different thing.
Okay. I think one question by Shivani is is MetaMask the only one at this point offering snaps, or other wallets, Solana or any other blockchains are also offering any similar functionality?
Sure. So snaps, again, to reiterate on that, that's a feature using which you can build on top of MetaMask. And talking more about it, not only it allows you to build on top of MetaMask, if you think about it, it also allows you to decentralize MetaMask as a product, because people are adding more chains to that. It is being more chain agnostic, and it is becoming more decentralized through that. But if we compare it with other wallets, some wallets offer a certain amount of chains, say, for example, Solana and other form of non-EVM chains, but they don't offer you to add any chain that is not so popular, right? They might offer you to add chains that are very popular. They might offer you to add chains that are EVM compatible, but they might not offer you to build something that extends the capability of a wallet. So currently, MetaMask is the only wallet that allows you to do that.
Got it. Okay, let's take a step back and understand how these wallets are created actually from at the first point, tying to the question that Anita has. When an account is created in MetaMask, we can use it across all the chains. So is it like the account is created in all the EVM chains?
Yeah, so once an account is created, you can add a chain on your MetaMask wallet, and that if you're using any EVM compatible chain, your wallet would be like, it can be used across all the EVM compatible chains. You don't need to create a separate wallet. So you would have one public address. If you need to, of course, use one account, you would be having one wallet address that you can use across chains.
Got it. Okay. This question comes because we hear about different blockchains and building on top of these blockchains. Yeah. So just thinking like, if MetaMask, let's say, is based on Ethereum, how is it able to create our wallets on all the different platforms and able to let us add the chains? So yeah, this gives us the basic understanding to begin our research as well. One last question is, Nagarjun, how a centralized exchange can hold any type of coins, or it can, or some.
That's like, can you throw some more clarity on how a centralized exchange can hold any type of coin? Because, okay, so they have built-in wallets, which are custodial wallets, which is in control of an exchange, which is not in control of you. You can obviously buy and send and receive using those wallets, using those custodial wallets, but the private keys to your crypto are held by those exchanges, because the wallets are in control of those exchanges. And an exchange can at any point of time block or restrict you from using your wallet, and it can block your funds right on that exchange. But that is not the case with a self-custodial wallet, because you are in 100% control when you're using a self-custodial wallet. You hold the assets by yourself. You hold the private keys to your assets. Does that make it clear, Nagarjun?
Got it. So Nagarjun has clarified how these centralized exchanges are capable of doing or holding these coins.
Okay, so these create accounts for each user, and those accounts can be considered as wallets. So we call them custodial wallets, right? So these accounts are held by those exchanges. And similar to a self-custodial wallet, people can use to actively trade those coins, because they're providing liquidity and all that through that exchange. And people can use those accounts to hold crypto, to trade crypto, and to send and receive crypto using those accounts. I hope that makes it clear now.
Got it. And yeah, I mean, one question that I had to end with, and also somebody asked in the chat, how did you start your journey in Web3, coming from, let's say, because it's not a very old field or ecosystem, yes? How did you, and can you share us some resources where we can also transition there?
Sure. So I started learning about Bitcoin, what it is. I started comparing it with the traditional financial infrastructure that exists currently. And basically, then I moved towards Ethereum, what it is, how does it compare with Bitcoin, what are the dynamics associated to it. So I started learning more about smart contracts and how people can create their own dApps using the Ethereum ecosystem. So it leads us to be enabled to create dApps of our own, to create financial infrastructures of our own. So there's a self-sovereignty aspect to it, right? And how it compares to central infrastructure, basically centralized infrastructure or traditional financial infrastructure, is basically blockchains allow you to create your own assets, your own blockchains, your own wallets, and that happens on a very immutable way, in a very permissionless way. So that's how I started my journey. I started learning about all these terms: immutable, smart contracts. So there are a lot of resources. I can share it with you. So if you search up for Consensus Academy or Consensus blog, I'll share it in the chat as well.
Sure.
So here it is, consensus.net/blog. And Consensus Academy provides you a lot of resources, professional resources you can using which you can learn how to build your own dApps, using which you can learn how to build on top of a blockchain. Consensus also offers a whole product suite, including Metamask, Truffle, Diligence, Infura, Quorum, Diligence, all these tools using which you can build on top of Ethereum network. So you can get started with Consensus Academy. You can get started with these resources. There's Consensus Zendesk as well that I can also share with you. Just give me a minute. And Consensus Zendesk also offers you resources that you need to get started with. Say, for example, what is a crypto wallet? How does MetaMask work? How can you stay safe and secure while interacting with smart contracts? How you can safely send and receive crypto. So all such topics you can find on Zendesk. You can find on Consensus Academy. You can find on Consensus blog. So these are some of the really good resources that you can get started with.
Got it. Very interesting. I think this will definitely help. Okay, we'll end with this because it will otherwise keep on going. What are the day-to-day tasks of a Web3 community manager? And I think this will help me also, to align my thoughts when I work.
Sure. So similar to a Web2 community manager, plus we have a lot more added responsibilities. We need to make people aware. We need to educate people a lot more on how they can get started with all these things like I'm doing right now, how they can stay safe and secure within this ecosystem. Managing events, running events and workshops, hackathons, for example, writing blogs and articles. So this is something that I am telling from my experience. These are responsibilities that can vary from role to role. Mine is a community manager role. There are community moderator roles as well. So for example, community moderators would need to moderate a chat or basically a resource like, for example, Reddit or a Discord server. Those are different kind of roles. And mine is more of a generalist kind of role. So I get to wear multiple hats and I get to share my knowledge. I definitely need to learn something new every single day. So there's something new coming up in the ecosystem of Web3. This is a domain that never sleeps, right? So I need to constantly keep investing in my own skills as well, so that I'm able to share my learnings with others.
Got it. I think a lot of information for us came with few questions and a lot of for us to think, go through some tools, learn from all the resources. I think hope you enjoyed it as well. Thank you so much for sharing all your knowledge with us. And yeah, community was also excited about learning a lot of things, specifically about the wallet ecosystem that we just did. So yeah, thank you all for joining in. Thank you all for loving, and yeah, I mean, if you like the session, just quickly type in the chat, how was it? And that's how we'll end today's session. Thank you so much, Manbir, once again for joining us today.
Thanks, everyone. Bye-bye.